In this video, we're going to take a look at what sold for me on eBay in this last week, including an item from a Goodwill blue box that arrived damaged that I thought would never sell. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Matt the ResellChamp. I sell full-time on Amazon and part-time on eBay. What I thought we'd do in this week's video is take a look at some sales on eBay over the last week and see if we can find some BOLOs for you to look for when you're out thrifting. First of all, I did sell 20 items this week or last week. A lot of those sales were DVDs. Instead of showing every DVD, I'm going to just kind of highlight the ones that I sold. The lowest I sell DVDs for on eBay is $4.99. Most of those are obviously the used ones. There's maybe $1 or less in profit on those. I sold some of those. I sold, let's see, a new Mummy. The Mummy, the Tom Cruise one for $7.99. That sold. I sold a No Name on the Bullet. Never even heard of that one. That went for $5.99. Returned to me. I'm guessing a rom-com. $4.99. That was used, obviously. Now here's a good one. This was a brand new one. It was the Hubble IMAX narrated by Leonardo DiCaprio. That sold for $11.99 on eBay. So I was pretty happy with that sale. So I'll make a good little bit on that. And then I had several $4.99 sales. Win-Win, Random Hearts. These are probably all used. The Big Short went for $6.99. It was probably new. Super 8 was new and sealed. That went for $8.99. Season of the Witch sold for $4.99. Punch Drunk Love, 2-disc special edition with Adam Sandler. That one sold for $4.99. Here's one, The Staircase. That went for $9.99 on eBay. And $6.99 was Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, the 2-disc special collector's edition. Again, that would have been used, I'm quite sure. So those are the DVDs that I sold over this last week. And I don't even know how many that was. It was probably at least 10 or so. And they weren't all $4.99. I mean, some of those were almost $10, one for $11.99, and then in between. So I'm pretty happy with that. Again, those are super easy to ship. I throw them in a bubble mailer, print a label, slap it on it, and out they go. And one, again, I mentioned this in some other videos, but one unexpected surprise was that I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from these DVDs. So, yeah, I'm not making a lot on them, but my feedback score has really shot up over the last couple months that I've been listing these DVDs. And again, these were all from a giant haul where, my buy cost was like 30 cents on them. So, but instead of just donating them or trying to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, I thought I'd throw them up on eBay, and I'm getting some decent sales. All right, so enough of DVDs. Again, it's going to be hard for you to make a lot of money on DVDs. You can look for them. If you're going to look for them, look for new and sealed ones, and hopefully you'll find some that are worth throwing up on eBay. Now, I did sell. Here's a Monet backpack. I had a box of these. They're clear backpacks. They're priced now at $9.99, free shipping. So again, I'm not making much on this. I think it cost me between $3 and $4 to ship this. So I'm making maybe $5 after fees and shipping on these Monet backpacks. I think I have a handful of these left. I started out, I think they started out at $19.99, and I sold a handful between the $19.99 and $9.99 price. Now I've sold a few at the $9.99 price. Now here's a great sale. I was happy to see. I've had this listed forever, and I don't think it shows me right here without going into it, but it's been listed a long time. It says Hard Rock Cafe Orlando button-down shirt. Now this shirt was in my own closet, my own collection. Now I don't know where I got this shirt. I've had it that long. I didn't buy this retail at the Hard Rock Cafe. I think I picked it up probably at a thrift store or something, but it was for myself. I've had this forever. I don't really wear it, and I'm like, why don't I put this up on eBay, and look at this. It sold for $44.99. And I'm kind of curious now. I'd really like to know how long. I wish it'd say on my order screen how long they've been listed, but it does not. But let's see, start time May 4th. Okay, so May 4th of 2020. So just over, not quite, so it wasn't a year at least, but about 9 months is how long it took that to sell. So I'm very happy with that. $45. It's going to be, less than $5 to ship. It's went out. Have I shipped this yet? It's going out. If I haven't shipped it, it's going out in a, I've already shipped that. It went out in a poly mailer. All right, let's take a look at another item here. So anyway, Hard Rock Cafe, they might be slower sales, but for $45, if you saw a Hard Rock Cafe jersey at a thrift store, it'd be worth looking it up and seeing if you could make some money on it. You could probably, those are probably going for $5 or less at a thrift store. So a decent pickup. So look for those Hard Rock Cafe baseball jerseys. And here is a board game. So I sold this 1965 Milton Bradley American Heritage Hit the Beach World War II game. Sold for $49.99. I'm really happy with that. This came from my board game haul. So if you are curious, go back and look at some of my original videos. I did a board game haul. I probably showed that in that haul, and they might be several videos long. And take a look at it. This one, I don't, for whatever reason, I didn't send it in to Amazon, and I put it up on eBay. The biggest thing with this was just figuring out a way to ship it. I ended up, what I did on this one, I had Frankenboxed 2 boxes together and got it shrunk down in size to where it was a decent price to ship. I think it was under $15 to ship, so it wasn't too bad. And they did pay shipping on this. I think they paid right about $15. So I think I shipped it for right about what they paid. So not a bad deal. Again, old board games. So board games are easy to find at the thrift stores and yard sales. If they're open, then you're going to have to go through them, make sure all the pieces are there, or list it as incomplete, which you can do on eBay. But it's going to have to be a sought-after game for it to sell it incomplete or for parts. This one was complete, and I got that sold for $49.99. So pretty happy with that. If you ever find these really old from the 60s, these American Heritage games, you could pick it up. You probably get about $50 for it. All right, now this item here is a Chalk Couture transfer. Now this is not anything I picked up. My wife did Chalk Couture for a while, a year or two back, and then she said, here, she gave me about 10 or 15 of these transfers and said, see if you sell these on eBay, and they have been selling. And so if you see any of these Chalk Couture transfers, these are all new and packaged, they are selling. The cheapest I've sold them is this $19.99. I've got some listed, I think, for $29.99 all the way up to $74.99 for the for the large ones. This one's only like 12 inches maybe. And these have been listed less than maybe 3 months, and they have been selling. So here's another BOLO for you to look out for. Look for these Chalk Couture transfers is what they're called, but they're for chalking and making designs with chalk. And they're super light. I mean, less than 4, this was 4 ounces for me to ship, so it was like $3 to ship. I put these up all for free shipping because they're small, light, and easy to ship first class. And let's see. Okay, so we're down to 2 items left. This last one, well, not this last one, the last one before the last one. This next one is a board game box. So this was, again, from my board game haul. Again, a small $10 sale. I actually had this listed for $14.99. It's a 1936 Monopoly box that the game, and it's very small. It's like a 12-inch, by 8-inch box. So it's not the big, giant board game box. And I had most of the pieces for this, but instead of, I didn't have the actual board. So instead of trying to sell this, trying to find a board for it and then sell it complete, I went ahead and pieced it out. So I've got all the pieces listed individually, and somebody offered me through messages because I didn't have best offer. When I list items, when I first list them, I don't put best offer on them. And said, hey, will you take 10? I think I countered back with him like 13. And then I said, hey, look, do you want any of these other pieces? I had them listed. He did not want them. And I finally am like, you know what? This is all free to me, basically, because my buy cost on these board games was like $3 maybe. I've well made my money and then some with the ones I've sold on Amazon and eBay. So, you know, I'm basically just getting rid of stuff out of my house at this point. So I'm like, fine. So I took a $10 offer. It is free shipping. It is going to cost me, it's going to be 8 ounces to ship this. So it's going to be about $4. Again, I'll make maybe $5, but it's a free, like I said, kind of a free $5 for me. Nothing very exciting, but it is, you know, some of these board game stuff does sell. Mostly, again, this is older, 1936. And finally, we're down to the last item. This item sold. I got it from a Goodwill blue box. It's a jacket, and I got it out of the jacket box. I bought the box of jackets. I think it was, man, I don't remember. I did a haul video, so go check out my haul video on the Goodwill blue box for jackets. There was 4 or 5 jackets in there. This was one of them, and it was a nondescript, let's see, I've got it listed. I listed it as a men's puffer vest jacket. So it's a vest. And then when I got to looking at it, it had damage on it. So it had a rip right above the pocket. So I was like, oh man, I almost didn't even list this because I'm like, I don't see anybody buying this. But the good thing it had going for it was a 3XL. So it's a very large vest. And it's pretty insulated and in good condition other than the rip. So I threw it up for $29.99, and that thing hasn't been listed. I mean, I did that haul video maybe a month or so ago. In fact, let me pull it up. I can tell you exactly. When I listed it, I listed this. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I clicked on the order instead of the item. Sorry about that. All right. So I listed this, I'm guessing about a month ago, but let me see if I'm right. No, it's been listed longer than that. October 27th. So October, November, December to January. 3 months. So it took 3 months to sell. But it did sell, and I took an offer on this one as well because the guy said, hey, you know, again, I don't have best offers on stuff that I have fairly newly listed. Anything under 6 months, I don't put best offer on it. There's a little freebie tip for you. That's my personal preference. Some people put best offer from the beginning, listed high. I listed high without a best offer. And people will still, if they want it, they'll still message you and say, hey, will you take such and such? And, you know, if I'm interested, get rid of it, I might, you know. And this guy messaged me and said, hey, would you take less? Or he goes, I thought I saw a best offer on this. And I replied back, I didn't have best offer, but you can make one through messaging. I encouraged him to make an offer. He sent me an offer for $23, which I promptly accepted, and it will ship out. I haven't shipped this yet. So it is going to ship out in a poly mailer. It is going to be first class because it's light, but it will probably be $4 to $5. I'm guessing $5 range to ship this out. But again, this was a jacket that was almost a throwaway for me because I did not think I was going to get anything for it. It had no brand name. Very nondescript, nothing exciting about it. And boom, there it goes. And it's actually the first jacket I've sold out of that box. So for $23. Now the other jackets are you know, listed much higher. So if I had them at a lower price, they would have sold by now. But I tend, like I said, I tend to list high, especially it's in the winter season right now. It's cold, so one of them was a Green Bay Packers jacket. I was hoping that would sell while they were in the playoffs. It did not, unfortunately. I think it's a good jacket, so, but that one I'll probably be holding on to for a while. And so that was it. So that was my last item. Jackets do well for me for the most part. Now I've got a bunch of them listed, but I've also sold a bunch. I can get them fairly inexpensive for about $5. You know, under 10 in almost every scenario. The ones in this Goodwill blue box were under 10. I want to say it was $7 maybe a piece I paid. I think the box was $35 and you got like 5 jackets or something like that. So the most I generally pay is about $7 for a jacket, and they, for the most part, will sell in the 40, 50 plus range. The Columbia jacket I got in there, I listed for $74.99. It hasn't sold, but I got a watcher on it. I've got a lot of views on it. So BOLO for jackets, again, puffer jackets, leather jackets, jean jackets are the ones that I mostly look for. Obviously, the big brands, North Face, Patagonia, the Columbia, the bigger brands I look for. And that's it. So hopefully you got some good tips, some BOLOs to look for. Again, just as a recap, I sold some vintage board games, board game parts. I sold a jacket from Goodwill Blue Box. I sold a Chalk Couture transfer. I sold I sold a Hard Rock Cafe baseball jersey. Keep an eye out for those things when you're out in thrift stores and yard sales, and hopefully they will bring you the profits that you're looking for. Thanks a lot, and if you have not already, like and subscribe this video so you can check the next ones that come out each week. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later. Bye.